Good morning, welcome to day 102 on the Appalachian Trail. Had a decent night last night. Quite a few people came into camp after we did. We got there by 4 and we had a pretty good selection of spots, but many of the spots are pretty slopey and small. Wasn't an ideal place to camp with that many people. There's probably 10 tents at least total. Got a little rain last night, and this morning we're getting a light rain too. Didn't have service, so not sure what the current forecast was. As of yesterday afternoon when we were in town, forecast was for rain, high percent all day. So let's see what happens. We only have 12 miles to go, and it's a shelter, so at least we'll be able to get out of the rain. Last night's camp had no shelter. Everything on the trail is extremely wet. Beginning, I don't know, 6:45, 6:30, started to rain, and then it became a downpour for quite a while. 45 minutes of downpour maybe, and then continued to rain. Not quite so heavily after that for a while. Probably hour 15, hour and a half of rain. Stopped raining a while ago, but the trail's still extremely wet, extremely muddy. I couldn't film during the thunderstorm because my wet fingers don't work on the camera on the phone. But here, it's practically a stream on the trail down to the stream right there. Very wet day, but at least it's no longer raining. So the change of plans, instead of hiking 12 miles to the shelter today and then going into town tomorrow with this 4 or 5 mile hike in, instead we'll hike all the way to the highway today, get picked up, and we'll spend 2 nights in town. That'll give us more time to get stuff dried and cleaned out, and it won't affect our mileage at all. Here's an example of the mud pit that we encounter about every 50 yards or so. Total swamp, trying to walk around the sides and not be so wet and muddy. This stream's emptying from one pond and through another pond. On Harmon Hill, looking down at the town of Bennington, Vermont. That's where we'll spend the next 2 nights for 0. All right, we're headed down to the parking lot. We have about a mile to go, and then in a little while we'll get picked up by the motel. Called them about a mile back. Oops, sliding in the mud. And they gave us 70 minutes to get there, but we'll be there much sooner than that. But that's all right. At least we have a ride lined up. Third time today, it was just pouring. Second time in 45 minutes. Got just blasted by the rain. Over here we got trail magic going on. Awesomeness.
Happy Saturday. Woke up, it was dry. Parents took off, it started raining. Luckily I got my tent put away before the rain really started coming, but it's been coming down. I hope groundhog and hummingbird are in a good spot for this storm. Not much to do besides walk because you're gonna get soaked anyway, whether you're walking or just standing around doing nothing. Oh, my shorts just got soaked from the plant. That sucks. At least we get to stay inside tomorrow night. The trail is now entirely drenched, but it feels like a feet cold plunge, so it's kind of nice. We are 1 mile from the Vermont border, and by the looks of things, I feel like I'm sneaking in. An afternoon refresher. It's 4 past noon, and I'm not exactly sure where the gang's at yet, but the trails are still wet. We just took a 20-minute break, getting snacks refueled and organized. Waited for my socks to dry out, just for them to get soaked again, almost immediately. The trail, just like in Colorado when the snow melts, has turned into a stream in certain places and very muddy in others. I wish it stayed a stream. That'd be way easier. Mud sucks.